I believe I'm live now, so I don't usually use this platform that much. I'm just going to shut my door. So I thought I would go live on here, just hopefully I'll get a little bit of an audience, and I figured out how to stream everything to my channel, my YouTube channel. So I've come on now just to spread some awareness about fibromyalgia. So this month throughout May, I'll be doing a lot of different things on my channel, some things about fibro, and just some things to do with spring. I'm just trying to lighten up my channel because I've had a bit of negative things happening at the moment. So I don't know how many I've got online with me, because obviously I don't really use this platform that much. So as it's fibro awareness month, fibro month, I thought I would do a live chat here, and just see if any of you have got any questions to ask me. There might be some of you out there that don't even know what fibro is, and as I said before, with I'm trying to spread awareness and support others with a chronic illness. So on my channel I don't always talk about fibro. I do daily vlogs. I'm cutting my daily vlogs down though, because I found I was doing too much, and I can't always cope with that with my illness. So I've got to think of my illness. My channel comes second to my illness, but I really do hope I get a bit of an audience. It's just gone 7 minutes past 5 here in the UK, and I could not sleep, and the reason is I've just had all of this energy, and I don't always get energy, and all of you take the time out to view me on my YouTube channel, so I just want to give back, because I feel like I haven't really done many videos recently, but as I say, I'm going to start doing a lot more streaming on this platform, because I can invite people in as well, and I'm going to hopefully do a collaboration with another YouTuber who has fibro as well, because we both want to spread like more awareness about this illness, because it's really hidden. So as I'm waiting for the audience to build a bit, I'm just gonna tell you about my diagnosis and how I found out, because a lot of you on my channel have asked me, and I have had some of you here on YouNow when I streamed with another YouNower YouTuber. So I was diagnosed in 2015, and I got poorly in 2013. I didn't know I didn't know what was wrong with me, so I kept going back and forth to the doctors, and I started thinking, perhaps this was all in my head. You get to a point where you're going back and forth from specialists, and different doctors, and not getting any answers, to doubting yourself a bit, which it's awful to feel like that. It really is. I've spoken to so many lovely YouTubers, and they've all said the same as well before they got diagnosed. So I don't want to get off topic, because you know what I'm like. If you watch my channel, that sometimes I go on a tangent and I forget what I'm talking about, but thank you for viewing me. So yes, I was seeing different specialists, and then I saw one specialist who, I think that specialist knew that I had fibro, but didn't let on, didn't say anything. So I explained that I've been to all these different specialists and etc., and I had no hope you know, I was getting to the point where I was getting really down. I was using crutches all the time. I was just in pain, on a lot of debilitating medication as well. If you have a chronic illness and you take medication day to day, it just is awful. It really is. To be taking this medication and feeling like you can't get up out of bed, but obviously, you know, it was really, really hard for me back then. And I need to have some water. Sorry, I get a very, very dry mouth. That is actually from my medication that I take. So thank you for the like. I really do appreciate it. I know I haven't got very many of you viewing me here. I know it's streaming straight to my YouTube channel, so you might be watching me there. So while I just open this, I try not to spill it on myself. Ooh, don't fizz up too much. So I've got some sparkling water. I try to keep my hydration level up throughout the day, because with fibro you get a very dry mouth. So getting back to the specialist, he got me to stand up. He also said to me, he said, "You're so young, you're such a beautiful person, you really are, and I can see this is really affecting you." Hello, Johnny. Okay, sorry, I'm just working out something. I'm just talking about my fibromyalgia. Thank you for becoming a fan, and just how it affects me from day to day. I'm talking about my diagnosis today because it's actually Fibro Awareness Month. So I just want to spread some more awareness, and I feel, you know, as I'm a sufferer, I haven't even done anything yet on my channel, and that was the main reason why I started my YouTube channel, and I just feel like I really should have done. Thank you for all of the likes, that's really nice. And so getting back to this specialist, so he got me to stand up. I did, you know, the general tests and things like that. He examined me, and he just said to me, "Right, okay, I'm going to try one more thing." I was in a lot of pain by then, and I was thinking, oh goodness me, he's going to send me back to another specialist. I really was thinking that. I really was starting to think this is all in my head. I honestly did. Thank you for being a fan, and thank you for the two that are watching me now. I really do appreciate it. So got me to stand up, and then he pushed. Now I know these are called pressure points, all these points in my body. So my main pressure point where I really get a lot of pain is down one side. So he pushed like my elbow, my wrist, behind my neck as well, and all down my spine. And I said, you know, that's really painful. I was in a lot of pain. So anyone who has fibro, some of the like symptoms are very, very similar to either ME and MS as well. So sometimes we do get misdiagnosed with something else. So this specialist was brilliant. He really was. And you know, I really thank him, because I was at a point in my life where I was really down, and I was, you know, wanting to get answers, and I wasn't getting the answers that I wanted. You know, it's nothing against the doctors that, you know, I saw. Honestly, you know, I live in the UK and we don't have to pay health insurance or anything like that. You know, it's optional for us here. You know, you can go privately, and I was at a stage in my life where I was thinking, do I need to go privately, you know, to see someone else? I honestly was, and it was really putting strain on my family life and my relationship with, well, he was my boyfriend at the time, he's now my husband. You know, it was just before we got engaged, you know, before I got diagnosed. So I was kind of at that point in my life, I was thinking, you know, I'm going to be planning a wedding. I need to know what's wrong with me. I need to know what I can do, you know, because you start to think, you know, you want to walk down the aisle, without having to use crutches like that. I really, that was my goal. I didn't want to be walking down the aisle with, a crutch or something like that. I wanted to have some medication that was going to help me. So, after having all of these bits of my body pushed by the specialist then said to me, and brought up something on the computer like they do, and just said, well, it seems to be that you have fibromyalgia. And I thought, what's that? Because you look at someone and you can't see that they're ill. So he explained it to me. He went through the symptoms. He also showed me one of my MRIs as well, which touched me, because not a lot of specialists and doctors do that. But he was very kind. I didn't feel like I wasn't, not being listened to. I was really being listened to, because sometimes you can feel like when you go and see a doctor that maybe they're not really listening to what's wrong, because they've got all these other patients to see. And I'm honestly not knocking doctors or anything like that. I understand it must be so stressful for them, and being a nurse and a dentist as well. I just think that trade, the medical trade, is just one where I believe that you can get very stressed as well. So he was extremely understanding, and he gave me a pamphlet, and I thought, okay, I'll take this pamphlet away. And I looked, because I use a lot of social media. At the time I didn't use Twitter. I looked on Facebook, I looked all over the place for a network, a group of others who were going through, the same illness as me in my area. And guess what? I couldn't find any at all. So I thought then, right, okay, I've just set up my YouTube account. I was going to do makeup tutorials and that, and I thought, right, I want to spread awareness about fibro. I really do. I want to support others that are, going through the same as me, because even though family understood to a certain extent, they didn't understand completely what I was going through, if I'm honest. And that's not me being nasty or critical to my family or anything like that. I'm just being honest. Unless you've got an illness, a chronic illness that you can't always see, it's really hard to explain to someone, what's going on. They can only understand from what you tell them, not what they see. So yes, I had all the support from my family, I really did. And well, he's my husband now, but at the time he was my boyfriend. I had a lot of support, and that was lovely. It really was, to have that support. But it just, to me, it wasn't enough. I had a good support network, and I knew out there probably were people that maybe didn't have a fantastic support network like I did. And I found out now, only because in 2015, I was diagnosed, and the medical world, moves on so much, and there's more research all the time on this illness, because, I think it was about 10 years ago it really came into, the medical world, fibro. It probably was, before that, but from what I've read and researched, because I know I have it myself, I like to research, because not everyone's the same. We don't always have the same symptoms. We all have different symptoms, but we all look fine from, if you looked at us, we all look fine, and it's the same with any other chronic illness. It really is. So I went on holiday in March last year to Disney World, and I really didn't want to have a wheelchair or anything like that, because I get very tired as well, and I find it hard to walk for a period of time, distance, etc. I get in a lot of pain with my hips, and I just get very, very tired out. So I had to, you know, grit my teeth and admit that I needed help and I needed to have a wheelchair. And I really, really hated having that, because there were some people, you know, I understand people are a bit naive, or they just don't understand, looked at me and was like, oh well, she doesn't look ill, does she? You know, she must be being a bit lazy or something like that. And that really got to me, you know, because that's really judging. I understand that people can be a bit naive and might not understand that there's something wrong with you, but I would say that Disney were fantastic. They really were. The airlines were fantastic as well, you know. They really were. They really. Thank you for the applause. That means a lot. I feel like I'm rambling at the moment. I don't mean to. I have a YouTube channel as well. This is streaming to it now. I barely use this platform, so if I look a bit, you know, uncomfortable, that's because I don't normally use this platform, and I hate to ramble on. I know there's not a lot of you watching me here and you now. It's because I hardly come on here, that's why, but never mind. So I was talking about Disney and how, you know, thank you. Oh, do you? I did not know that. Thank you for following me and being a subscriber. Thank you, that does mean a lot. So yes, fibro brain again. So I'm talking about fibro, my diagnosis, and obviously just spreading more awareness, and obviously about chronic illnesses as well, but mainly about fibro at the moment, because this month it's fibro awareness month, so throughout May, and I'm going to be doing a collab with a couple more YouTubers, and hopefully we're going to do a live, possibly on here. I know you can guest in one other person, which will be lovely, you know, just to answer some questions, because it's still an illness that not a lot of people, you know, understand or you know about. So it would be lovely to do my bit, and I felt, you know, I haven't done anything at all really, you know, about awareness, apart from a couple of slideshows on my channel, and I just think that's not good enough. I need to do more. I need to, you know, stick with my core value on my channel, because you all know that I'm here to support others. I've kind of got a bit sidetracked with my channel, if I'm honest. I've kind of decided to do a bit of some different things on there, like gardening, getting out, you know, doing a little bit of exercise what I can. I'm going to do and make up a few collabs actually. I'm going to work on one as soon as I come offline from here, because I feel like I've got a lot of energy today. I haven't slept yet, which is not good. I couldn't sleep because I've got so many ideas going around in my head for my channel, and I made some lovely friends, you know, through YouTube. I'm so sorry, I do apologise. That's my medication. So yes, I've made a lot of friends through YouTube, and you know, that's why I set my channel up, to help others, to stay positive, to have something to take my mind off my pain, and you know, just the general like negativeness that you get from like fibro. I had to be, you know, positive, and I know I've been trolled a lot on my channel at the moment, and I addressed that the other day. I've blocked certain people. I had to do that, but as my husband said to me, he said, you know, if you start blocking a load of people off your channel, they're probably only going to go and make another, you know, account and troll you off there, because that's what they like doing. And if they know that they've you know, affected you, they're going to continue to do it. So I think he's right, but the ones that have been really horrible and really have bullied me have been totally blocked. And any, you know, troll accounts that come up again, if they sound similar, what I'll do is I'll probably just block them and just, you know, take the screenshots and stuff like that. But we don't need that on my channel, do we? We need to be positive, because if you've got fibro like me or a chronic illness, this will make it 10 times worse. It honestly, it really does. And I got to the point on Monday where I couldn't sleep. It was bank holiday Monday. I really wanted to do some things with my husband, you know, in the daytime, and because I was up streaming, you know, and explaining to everyone, you know, I don't understand what I've done, you know, I befriended one person and it's all gone, you know, it just mad, it really has. And all of you who have subscribed to me and, you know, regularly view me and support me, you've been all so supportive, you really have. And you know, I've totally put that behind me now, all of the awful like trolling. I need some more water. But it was really affecting me. But someone said to me, you know, if you want them to stop this, you need to stand up for yourself, but in a way that's mature, because, you know, a lot of these people, they feed off weak people, and, you know, if you keep saying, oh, it's affecting you, and, you know, you don't stand up for yourself, they're going to feed off this. And I kind of understand. I just don't want negative comments and stuff like that on my channel, just simple. I will just remove them. And, you know, someone else said to me, you know, you don't get, you know, the other YouTubers, like bigger YouTubers than you, because I'm only a very small channel. I know that, I'm aware. I don't get a big head or anything about my channel, but what do they do with the hate comments? They remove them, or they have an admin team on their channel. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got an admin channel now. Sorry, I've got an admin team now on my channel. Because obviously, because of my health, I can't always respond quick enough to comments and things like that. I've also got a support page as well. I'm not going to put the link here. Usually I put it in the description of every new video that I put up. I'm going to start putting it in the description when I do a live stream. I keep forgetting. I don't want to keep putting it, you know, in the description. No, I do want to put it in the description, you know, in the chat. I just be there for everyone to, you know, have a look at my page. And this page is like a support page. Inverted commas, perhaps maybe a bit like a fan page, but it's there for anyone who is going through, you know, a rough patch with like their illness and just wants some positive, you know, energy. And I'm here for anyone. I really am. You know, I get all these lovely comments saying to me, you know, you're so brave. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm brave, I just get on with my illness, you know, and I'm here for you. And that I've, you know, it really gets to me, because, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I wish I could say thank you more, that I've been able to encourage so many of you and help you with your channels, and, you know, just be there, you know, by doing my channel. I don't know how much more I can do to thank you, you know, because obviously I'm behind a computer and you view me from all over the world, you really do, and I've made so many, I really have, and that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to make friends, you know, and meet others who were going through the same as what I was going through, because if you have a support network, of people who are going through the same as you, they understand a lot more. So if you say, oh, I've had a hard day, you know, my pressure points really hurt, or my chronic fatigue's really affecting me today, you know, they're there for you. But you're from the US. I do have a lot of people viewing me from the US. I try to get that balance where, thank you, where, you know, I do streams at different times of the day, but obviously I've got to think of my health, I really have. But you know, I like to do as much as I can on my channel, you know, and give you all the attention that I can. You all know, if you've been subscribed to me for, you know, since the beginning, because some of you have, okay. When do you want to do a broadcast live? Do you have fibro? I'm waiting. I don't want to forget what I was saying. Thank you for becoming a fan. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Oh yes, I do remember. Yes, that person. I saw. Thank you. I'm just waiting for this person to reply back to me. Am I huge? No, I'm not a star. I'm just me. I'm not doing this to get YouTube famous or anything like that. I'm doing this to help others. You know, really, really hard to, you know, deal sometimes with this illness. I can be in bed all day. I can be okay for months, you know, and then I can have a big, like, fibro flare-up / relapse from my illness. As I said before, it's very like ME, and MS as well. There are a lot of things that are very similar. Oh, why do you now want to do a thingy scan on my computer? No. Schedule that for later. So, has anyone got any questions for me? Because probably in about 15 minutes I might get off here and go and get myself some breakfast, because it's 5:30 in the morning, and as you all know, I like to drink my tea, my cup of tea, and I've got an empty cup here, which is not good. And I'm upstairs, I'm not, you know, streaming off my tablet. So if anyone's got anything to ask me, please feel free. Well, I'm online now. Okay, I see, because I'm not famous. You've gone. Sorry. So I've only got 2 viewing me. I've been on here, you know, nearly 30 minutes, but I'm going to have to go in a minute because I need some breakfast and I need to take my medication. But thank you for watching me, and all take care. Bye.